The state has ended its 2025 budget year with more money than expected. That's despite a bleak revenue forecast earlier this spring.
That's right. News 8's government reporter Garrett Bergquist explains what this means for the services that you rely on.
Indiana ended the 2025 budget year with about $340 million in surplus general revenue. That's far above the worst projections from April, but state budget analysts say we're still in for some lean times over the next 2 years. The state's top money managers say the services you rely on dodged a bullet.
Going back to the numbers I was mentioning earlier, that could have been very different.
Back in December, state budget analysts estimated we'd finish the budget year with a $577 million general revenue surplus. That drove budget negotiations this spring. Then in April, the forecasted surplus dipped to $177 million, then as low as $14 million. That was because of lower corporate income tax revenue due to President Donald Trump's tariffs. The final tally was a hair under $337 million. Analysts credit strong sales tax revenue as well as last-minute budget cuts.
The state at this point we're not cutting services. We are maintaining high levels of services. I think that's one of the things that Governor Braun has insisted on, is that as agencies find their ability to reduce spending, they maintain levels of service, and we're doing that.
All eyes now turn to the next 2 budget years, which began July 1st. Randy's team expects we'll be short about $2 billion in revenue between now and the end of the 2027 budget year. They still expect a small surplus. Democrats say the state could have avoided this altogether if Republicans had changed their spending priorities.
How do you cut funding for child care, for On My Way to Pre-K, and you cut Medicaid services for the most vulnerable children and for senior citizens, yet the budget magically had enough dollars to fund universal vouchers for the ultra-wealthy who make more than $250,000.
Kadora says he fears the impact of the new federal budget bill. It changes how Medicaid dollars are distributed and shifts some food stamp expenses to the states. Governor Mike Braun says he's not worried.
If we're enterprising ourselves, we'll find ways, even if it puts more burden on us, to do it better and more efficiently. And I always go back to what makes the most sense.
State lawmakers say they expect they'll receive an updated revenue forecast at the next meeting of the State Budget Committee next month. At the State House, I'm Garrett Bergquist for WISH TV and WishTV.com.